Another day, another freak. Welcome to turning Warhammer into Freakhammer. Our journey today takes us to the frosty land of Kislev, where the Ice Queen resides, a black-haired, blue-eyed baddie. And we'll be turning her, and by extension, all of Kislev, up to the max on the freak meter, going from stage 1 all the way to stage 5 and beyond.
What the hell is even that?
To progress the stages, we're gonna have to please two separate chaos gods. First, Tzeentch. His stages are progressed by casting powerful spells in battle and getting a certain amount of kills. And with slaanesh, you either defeat them in battle or get beaten by them in battle. But this option has some, let's say, consequences.
Oh, hell no, man. What the Get your ass on, boy.
You already know how we do it on the War God channel. This campaign we played on Legendary, very hard, max endgame, max AI cheats. That's the only way I play. But we'll need to be careful though, as we have to get to stage 5 Freak and Ally with both Elspeth and Miao Ying, all before turn 100. Defeat's a very real possibility, but that's never scared me in the past, and it won't scare me in the future. Let's start this campaign. Ooh, let's start up this campaign. Man, it is frosty in Kislev. I think I got a bit of a popsicle myself.
What do you mean by that?
We're gonna start it off right away, fighting that first battle. But there's a lot of stuff different in this campaign. 3 things that are gonna be different than a normal Kislev campaign. First of all, new Kislev update. Nice. Beta AI patch, we'll talk on that a little bit later. And of course, we have to turn the world freaky, because that's the way I like it. So we got slaanesh and we got Tzeentch. We gotta please both, and we gotta get to that final stage before turn 100 or else we lose. And here you can see development in progress. So all the AI is supposed to be smarter. We'll see how smart it really is though.
The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night.
And the beginning stage of this campaign, I need to recruit as many costers as I can, because oh my god, the early game of Kislev is really rough even after the update. And you can see in the tech tree too also got reworked, and you got the city, you got the people, you got the land. I'm gonna go for the city because that construction cost reduction is super good for that early game, just getting that money. And you know I love money. Now we're gonna get our armies all circled together, surround this little stinky army. What's he doing in my lands?
Oh, hello there!
We'll also hire some ogre mercenaries because they were really helpful in the early game. Just a little bit of the extra. And yeah, we'll take out this army. Looks like he's running away from us. Why are you scared, little bro? Auto-resolve that. Yeah, we'll auto-resolve it.
It's on now!
Go attack Fort Jakova next turn. Pyrrhic victory, so we're going to have to fight this one. But it should be relatively easy, I think.
Hey, wait. Yeah, buddy.
Or we're just going to shoot them from the walls. Yeah, we just shoot them up. I got my shooters out there, and they blasted them away. It wasn't really no big thing. We take Fort Jakova, and we're getting a nice early lead, taking out our first major enemy. Here's our final settlement here over in Igorov, and we're just going to fight that one again so we don't take many losses, and we win that one pretty easily. And now we're going to get our first boyar for capturing our first province. We're going to instantly put him in Kislev capital. The new boyar system got revamped a whole bunch, so now all the boyars are an actual character you can level up, and they're a lot better at actually buffing your places. And we get our first event from the new update. You can either go to the Orthodoxy or the Kislevite side. I decided to go to the Orthodoxy side just because I'm already playing as Ice Court, so it's a lot easier for me to get Ice Court boons than it is to get Orthodoxy boons. But I'm just going to recruit just a bunch more Kossar, and I'm going to go push and get on Azag's behind because we can see here we take care of Gungor's first settlement and we declare war on him. It's time to fight, buddy. You're not making it out. But it looks like they try to underway. We can't fight that with only one shooter. We need a lot more. But it looks like they all come right next to our armies, and it looks like it's about to have a huge battle right away from the campaign. And you can see why I need to recruit as much as I could. I mean, this is turn like 10.
Huh? You stupid.
And it's already this much troops. You can see a huge greenskin force. But you know, we got a lot of shooters on my end as well. We got Katarin, we got Ice Guard. I think we got this. I think it ain't no big thing. Auto-resolve will wipe out way too many troops, so we're gonna have to fight it. As we start in the battle, I send out my 2 shooters, Duko and Zuko. Hello. They're gonna try to shoot back at them, but they're shooting me back. They're using the spells. Oh my gosh, that guy's getting lit up. Bro, run. We need to start running right now.
Run!
Because they're shooting what? Spirit Leech, Gaze of Mork. The shooters got shot, so we're gonna have to retreat on this one. So here we can see them. They have a bunch of chariots in this build. Luckily, a lot of my costs are the spear variant. So hopefully, even if the chariots get onto my backline, we'll be okay. At least that's the ideal situation. You can see those greenie boys are finally coming into the front line. But we got a lot of shooters. And shooters gonna shoot. That's what you gotta do. And I get my cab over here and slip it into the backline. You know I like to do that. To get onto the artillery. And you can see though, we actually take out Azak with my shooters. Hey, the shooters got it done eventually. And we cap a bullet in his skull. That can cause a lot of his troops to rout. They are little greenie beanies after all. So it should be okay. We didn't take a lot. Our front line is completely washed at this point. So they're coming into archers. But they are kind of hybrid archers. You know, we're playing kislev. Azak dies. And a lot of these greenie boys are starting to rout. And I think this should cause a victory for me. I just got too many shooters. The shooters shot him up. And we get that first victory royale of the campaign. Nice. And we end that one. We didn't take too many losses. I don't think we lost any actual troops. We're just really low now though. So we're definitely going to want to take that replenishment rate. And we got a lot of that money too. So I like that for sure. This is going to hamper down Azag. And we need to push now. Because I'm telling you, he can recruit an entire new stack instantly. Because my brother is a cheater and does not play by the same rules as me. Not an honorable man. And damn it, this auto resolve always making me play these stinky battles. But it was pretty easy and I got the W.
Come on, man. That's too
Then I fight the other army too. Just gonna run in there, auto resolve. No, I'm gonna have to fight it in melee. Thanks. They're very fun. But that was ultimately an easy one as well. Let me get the decisive victory, not losing that many troops, because auto resolve apparently thought I was a loser, which I'm not. And I also take care of Graziak, so we don't have any armies potentially being spawned behind us, and now we can focus forward and take out Azag. We're gonna actually sack and occupy this one. I just felt like it. What can I say? Get a little bit extra money, because we're pretty low. You can see we're kind of broke right now. We recruited a lot of armies that we couldn't necessarily actually afford.
Tell them to bring me my money.
I recruited my first Ice Witch 2 of this campaign, which they're going to be super helpful. And a Chaos Rebel actually comes back, so I have to pull back one of my armies to deal with it. It's a close victory, but it's going to give me way too many losses, so I'll fight it manually. I won't show it to you, but it was a little harder than expected, but I did manage to win it without really losing anything. And I recruit
another one.
We just got to keep another one. And what's that? Meow Meow. Hey, I remember you. Yeah, Meow Meow's here, and she's looking like maybe she's going through her own change. I don't know, but we want to be friends with Meow Meow. Obviously, one of the kills of this campaign is to be allies with Meow Meow, and she's a beautiful queen. We want to get all our queens to rise up together, girl power. We're moving on to get some mushroom soup.
Let's try it out.
Shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for me.
And get those green beans before they can come and destroy all of Kislev, because they is a lot of work. Are you trying to attack me, big dog? Oh, you don't know what you're messing with, little bro. Close victory. Okay, what is this really the new smart AI?
Hi.
Attack me? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna have to fight him manually though again. Oh man, another one to the grinder. But ultimately we get into battle, we fight him, and we get ready. We gotta hit him with the white sticky stuff. Katarin, you need to lock in. You're getting shot up right now. You need to run back to the army. You can see we're kind of boxing on the side. But these guys ain't no big thing. Katarin smacks him in the face, hits him with the white sticky stuff. And we're able to just shoot him up with my shooters and win this battle pretty easily. Green boys, they're just gonna ride up here. The cab got in the back line, that juicy back line. Backshot all the archers.
I just love my dog.
It was pretty light work. And we win that battle pretty easily.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
And you know what? I'm sure that's gonna be like the rest of the battles. These greenie boys ain't got nothing on me. Look at you, loser. Go run away from me, bro. You can't do nothing.
And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash. Like, y'all are so trash. I want you to know that I'm talking to you, so I'm going to say your name, then I'm going to call you trash.
You can do nothing to me. Oh, look, I got my new quest battle, the Crystal Cloak. I'm sure that'll be a fun quest battle and nothing will go wrong.
So that was a fucking lie.
Anyway, we're gonna go and attack this final greenskin army. And why are there so many troops there? And that 4 stacks is like turn 10, bro. What is wrong with you? Why are there so many stacks? But I guess we gotta fight it. Starting off the battlefield, I go sticky stuff for sticky stuff. He hits me with the Spirit Leech and I hit him with the Frost Beam. But it's not too good for me. I get my shooter out there because Katarin takes so much damage, but then my shooter gets shot. Buddy, you're supposed to be my #1 operative. What are you doing? Spirit Leeches, Gaze of Morks, Both of my lords are already half HP, and the battle just started. I'm trying to kill Azag because I think it'll be worth it. If I could kill him, you know, Greenie Boy's got that low leadership. Even if they got the AI cheats, we should be okay. But my shooter just keeps getting shot.
Yo. Lock in, gang. For real.
He finally gets some good shots on Azag, and Azag, oh, he wants smoke. Oh, he's running after my boy. Run! Start running now, bro. Hey, we do not want to fight Azag. But Azag is really low. I think he's going to regret his decision pretty soon here. I'm actually going to get Katarin too to come over here and hit Azag with the sticky white stuff. He shoots one last little machine gun volley back at my shooter, but I think that's going to spell the life ending out of himself. Yeah, there he goes. He falls on the floors. He falls on the snow, fell in that sticky white stuff.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
Happens to the best of us. And now I got Katarin and my shooter to just poke them down, hopefully anger them so they come at me, because for some reason, even though I've already sniped their lord, they don't want to actually send their army at me. I don't know if that's the new AI or what that is, but they send out the Black Orc at me, and he's pretty scary. I don't know what my shooter to get anywhere near him. Katarin comes over there and tries to hit him with a back shot. He has frostbite to theoretically slow him down, but when he turns around, Katarin does not want to mess with that Black Orc. He starts absolutely messing her up, so I have to retreat with both my lords away. The Black Orc is trying to chase down both my lords, and he is quite fast. Katarin does not want to have any contact with that BBG Black Orc, because he will destroy her. So we're just going to run away with both my lords and retreat back to my army. So hopefully we're able to weather the storm. You can see Snog Munsrubba. What the hell is that name? But he's too scary for me. I actually pull up an armored Kossar too, because I'm hoping getting an actual infantry unit start shooting at his will cause him to run at me with his full force. Looks like I've only got a squig and a melee guy so far, but it looks like I just activated the horde. All the greenie beanies are coming at me, and there are so many greenie beanies. Yeah, it's gonna get pretty dangerous. My lord over there pops his by our blood, so yeah, you need to get out of there now. Okay, it's getting a little dangerous. The Black Orc's in here, Katarin's low, this guy's low. You need to get out now, bro. You might die if you're not too careful. And my shooters are trying to shoot in there and peel off the squig, but for some reason the high IQ AI decides to run away, and I hit him with the stinky breath and they run away. So hey, it works out pretty good, and I run back with all my armies. Ultimately the Kossar routes, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make, and the Greenie Boys enter in our front line, and we get right to duking it out. Shooter shooting in the back, and my little Pokey Boys in the front hitting with that.
I just love my dog.
Power attack. But yeah, they're pushing over us pretty fast. You see some trolls rolling into the back line. Oh, everybody needs to fire on them right now. Them bitches are way too scary. That Black Orc might be a snow bunny hunter the way he's tracking down Katarin. He will not let her escape. But my other little lady over here is running into the middle of some beefy men and hits them with that ice blast to hopefully blow them up and peel them off my archers, because it is getting pretty dangerous. My entire front line is collapsed at this point, and now my shooters are pretty much just left out to dry. But I am getting my second army reinforcing, so hopefully they can come and help me out. I have my cav and the ogres just trying to pull up to the front to try to delay the hordes of greenskins so I can deal with the first horde, reform my lines, and then start shooting again. Because if we get our lines messed up, our whole life's going to be messed up, and we're probably going to be cooked. I turn my shooters to the side, and we're just shooting up the last little bit of greenskin resistance so we get ready for the second wave. I send my cab to the side along with the cat as well to hopefully get on some archers. They're already really low, but I'm gonna need every single bit I can get here, because wow, that was a lot of greenskin forces coming at me now. The second wave hits and we're able to shoot them. I do get my front line set up in time, but a lot of my archers are either out of ammo or already dead. You can see the ice guard has no ammo. I'm actually using the dual weapons as dual weapons. Hey, it's pretty cool. My shooters are fighting their archers. I should win. I have a lot more than him. He has some lava Ragnarok spiders coming in though. Those are super OP for the early game. They're AP archers with 360 shooting. There's a reason why there's no 360 AP shooting and archers in the game. It's because it's pretty dang strong, but we're ultimately able to win this one just by the pure volume of fire, shooting them up and Katarin hitting them with the white sticky stuff. We were running on complete fumes at the end there. That was super scary, but we get it done. I'm definitely going to need that replenishment. No doubt about that. You can see I lost a bunch of troops and all my lords are super low. So hopefully there's not any more secret greenskin armies that just appear out of nowhere, because if there are, we might have to restart this campaign, because we might have lost already. But we did get that first victory going. That was a pretty good win. I like that one. I'm proud of how we performed there. But now it's time to finish these guys off. I'm going to rattle these bones and give them that frosty chill. And we besiege and attack their final main settlement. We have a lot more force than this. We should be fine. This is pretty easy. We just kind of send in like a giant constipated dookie right into their front line, break down their door, break down their backside, because that's the way I like to do it. It's a little freaky, I know, but that's just what we do. and we get that victory royale pretty dang fast, and we take out the garrison, and that should be every single bit of the Bone Rattlers, and we destroy the faction. Good, because if we let them go on later, our campaign would have been cooked. So luckily with that, we're able to do pretty good, and we start getting an ally trade deal with Kislev, because we're going to want to be homies with Kislev, because unlike the previous Kislev update, being allies with Kislev will give you more orthodoxy points, which allows you to get more permanent global buffs, which are pretty damn strong. And now we're able to recruit some Akshinas, because I recruited some tier 2 buildings, which allow us to get better troops, obviously. Armored Kossars, Akshinas are going to be the name of the game. You can see I got one army of armored Kossars already recruited. I'm sending them up north to hopefully deal with the Skaven or maybe these rats. Not yet though, Kislev. Wait your time, little homeless man. Kislev is actually doing pretty good though against the rats himself. Normally he does pretty dookie, but this time he's doing pretty good. He wants me to go to war with the Static Legion. I don't have a choice. I'm a responsible man. So I go and join the war against the Static Legion. Azazel's freaky ass is coming to get me, but I won't let him take my backside.
No. Wait.
Drycha in the bottom. I know I love Drycha quite a bit, but I don't love her that much, so do not come and attack me, Drycha. We can be homies, we can be chill, please. I put some Akshinas in Katarin's main army. I'm trying to get her a nice, thick stack. It might not be Ice Guard, but Akshinas are pretty strong in their own right, and we're moving on to the Silver Pinnacle. But before we do that, I have a bright idea. Let's fight that quest battle, get a free extra little bit of money. Katarin's army is pretty damn strong, so this should be pretty easy. And yeah, it's an ambush battle, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. We have hybrid troops. Let's get right into this thing. You know, ambushes are pretty dang scary in Warhammer 3 because you're not able to control your troops for a little bit, but usually it's not too bad, so we should be fine with this battle. I mean, my army is pretty damn strong. Katarin, she's juicy, and my Ice Guard, Frosty, and my Akshina, sneaky. I think I'll be fine. We got tzeentch pulling up with his troops. This is a pretty cool cinematic though. You can see here, wow, oh, they're throwing stuff? That's cool. Wait. Why are they shooting at my troops? Wait, that must just be the cutscene. I don't know. That's weird. I can't believe they have like unique cutscenes that actually show like you attacking your troops. That's pretty cool. I assume it's just a cutscene, right? I'm starting to think it's not the cutscene. Wait, what is this? Why are they shooting at me with flamethrowers? Okay. Well, I got it with my armor. Guys, we gotta start moving. What is this? How is this fair? What? Bro, what is this? I have a full ranged army and now I'm getting fucking like it's Vietnam.
What the hell is even that?
Breaking the Geneva Convention. What the hell is this? Okay. Fuck it. What the hell, man? What is this shit? I'm just getting fucking layered on. Bro, how is this even fair? How is this fair, CA? Answer me! How is this fair? Okay, I'll try to pull out my troops. I'm getting my cav here on these flamers to hopefully stop the onslaught. I mean, we're technically hybrid infantry, so maybe we'll be okay. Holy shit, what is this, bro?
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
What is this? How is this fair? Okay, I'm gonna try to pull back. All my Akshinas are kind of in a giant blob right now, getting absolutely layered by all sorts of fire and napalm. Bro, how is this fair? They killed like my entire army before I could even do anything. Okay, but I did manage to get my Akshinas out, so maybe I can pull this battle back. I'm bringing down some white sticky stuff. Hopefully that will help me out. Okay, breath attack that. Yeah, you know, okay, we're kind of bringing it back. Pretty much all my troops are dead. My Ice Guard is low. My Cav is about to die. My Cat's about to die. Katarin's low. Okay, I'm sure I'll be fine. Just keep pulling back. Dang, bro. What is this shit? I might be able to pull it back though. I got Katarin on the ice switch. Hopefully stopping that tzeentch Soul Grinder, a tier 5 unit, might I add. Okay, things are not going too good. Oh. Worthless tzeentch bastard! How is that fair? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna crash out. Okay, don't worry. We'll get it back in blood, bro. We'll get it back in blood. I won't concede. I'll fight it out. To the end. Maybe I can. I don't know anymore, man. God damn, bro. How was that fair? That shit is stupid. Okay, well, at least... Wait! Did my caster just die? Oh, hell no! Bro!
Oh! You can't keep getting away with He can't keep getting away with it!
There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Think of Katarin's big old yacht. Okay. Listen, it'll be fine, okay? We might have lost a lot of troops, and this campaign is in a pretty bad scenario. But you know what? War God, like Nick 830.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up! Yeah, I was genuinely very angry there. But we take a breather. I'm going to re-recruit some troops. I got armored Kossars, Akshinas, so I should be able to re-recruit. And I attacked the Silver Pinnacle, which I was going to attack before I lost all those troops. But I need to get my get back. Silver Pinnacle, I'm going to start just laying it into you. Hit you with the white sticky stuff spell. And I'm going to shoot all my archers in the sticky stuff. And I should be able to win this pretty easily because he's stupid AI doesn't know how to leave their fortress. Yeah, AI balance patch, right, CA? There's not no smart AI, bro. They're not high enough for my IQ.
IQ level's 189. That is a very high IQ, okay?
Yeah, but we win this one pretty easily. I mean, the vampires, like, what are you gonna do with that? Ooh, I got enough points, though, for my first Orthodoxy blessing. So basically, all the resource buildings are free with this upgrade. That's pretty dang good. I'll take that one. Declare war also on Somethin the Black. Or will I? Yeah. Declare war on Somethin the Black. I remember what you did in the Miaoyan campaign. I got beef with you, little bro. I'm gonna auto-resolve that. I'm tired of that ogre. He's been fucking letting me down this whole campaign, so you can go. And I do get another eye switch to replace the one that I lost, so it's not all bad. And back in Kislev, I'm sending that army up to the north to hopefully deal with the Skaven, or really any bastard that wants to fight me. Lamian Sisterhood looks like they... Oh, that's a lot of armies. It might get dangerous. It might get active up in these streets. Okay. Katarin, you good? I think I should be able to run away from these brothers, because I am not beating 4 stacks of undead.
Oh, hell no, man.
Kind of reminds me of the Miaoyan campaign again, but yeah, run away. I do not want any undead backshots. That sounds like a disease waiting to happen.
Hi.
Looks like we're able to escape there pretty good, and I'm actually going to counterattack you, so... And I think I could win this with Katarin's army. With just one less army, we should be good here. I got Katarin and a bunch of my shooters. Hopefully I can shoot them and run away. That's kind of going to be my strategy going in here. I'll send Katarin to hit the sticky stuff and the Glut Glut Icicle on the Lords. And then I'll run away with my shooters and hopefully poke down the rest of the army. That's how I'm hoping it's going to go. Starting off the battlefield, I pull them up, shoot them down, and I'm going to run back into my Armored Kossar front line, which can hopefully hold out against the zombies. I get my Cav to screen out any Fellbats that might be coming into my backline. You can see Katarin also is already back there trying to work down that Necromancer. Necromancer's awful combat stats. She should be able to work it down. She's quite good with popsicles, so hopefully she knows what to do. Keep hitting him with the white sticky stuff, Katarin, and get that brother out of here. My front line is holding pretty thick, so looking pretty good so far. Looks like the first army, we're going to take it out pretty easily. So, summon some white sticky stuff from the sky. It's going to break down a lot of these zombies, and we got to get ready for the second wave. Some more Fellbats coming through my backline along with some dogs. I'm going to have to pull the Cav to take out the dogs. The Fellbats, they don't have that much damage output, so I should be fine just kind of letting it ride. Yeah, okay, we dealt with that one pretty good. Akshinas are still just laying in them. The armored Kossars are, they're thick. There's some thick boys. They don't really have AP on this vampire count roster, or at least this army, so we're doing pretty good so far. Katarin also goes in on the Vampire Lord. His combat stats are a lot better, so I have to retreat and go back to my lines. But Katarin plus an Ice Witch plus the Akshinas are able to get him down pretty good. They did get in our backline a little bit, but we're able to just shoot them and win the battle pretty easily. Honestly, easier than I thought it was going to be. A lot of it was just zombie trash, and we're able to push on and capture all the Sister of Lamihud territory. So the zombies, they're gone. They couldn't mess with that white stuff. And yeah. Ooh, Kostaltin? Kostaltin's dealing with the rats in the north pretty good, I gotta say. Put some respect to Kostaltin's name. I respect that man. On my side, I'll also be dealing with some dirty rats though. Clan Rictus, your time is up, buddy. You stink. Auto-resolve that. Pretty light work, take the Howling Rock. And that's gonna end that turn. But we had to get attacked by Wolfric, but I'll give him his money for now. Because I don't know what I'm going to have to deal with. Wolfric gets really strong if we play as Kislev, so I just pay him the money and say, screw you. We also attack this minor Chaos Dwarf army and take that. Howling Rock gets attacked by the rats back, so it's kind of a lot of moving pieces here, but we're getting a pretty good scenario. Oh, and then we get attacked by 2 juicy Clan Rictus armies. They're super annoying, and they're 2 jacked armies, Storm Vermin, Flamethrowers, Tretch, Craven Tail. This could get active up in these streets. Katarin, they got way better shooters than us. I try to send Katarin on an assassination mission in the backline. You already know what she's about, sniping the Lord so the rest of the army can get some leadership breaks. But oh my god, the flames from hell come on Katarin. And Katarin is not a fan of the green stuff, only the white stuff.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
So I need to pull her out really soon. Yeah, but she's just absolutely getting lasered. There's just so much shit, and even a doom wheel comes in blocking her up. So she just gets a clean volley into the side of just flamers. Green, green, green. There is no way that can be healthy for you. Katarin, I'm going to need to pull her out right now. My cav, I kind of forget. Haha. You know, it happens to the best of us. But I do get a nice, big... what even is this called? Frostheart? Yeah, Frostheart right here, overcasted. It's with Katarin's best stat, and I am able to peel off some of the Skaven boys. I'm gonna have to run Katarin to the corner though, because she is taking just so many shots. Globes, flamethrowers, slingers, everything. I think they even have rattling guns in there, so it's pretty dangerous in these streets. She's actually getting laid into right now. I do have Akshina's fingers, so I should be able to get some regen, but I've already taken tons of damage with Katarin, which is pretty bad. I did manage to, I think, snipe his lord with just casting enough Death Frost. But yeah, Katarin's, you're gonna have to stay in that corner away from any more guns, because they are scary. Now, what I am doing here, though, is breaking up the armies. So hopefully half of the army will attack my forces so I can shoot them over my shooters, while Katarin just distracts his big force in the back. And wow, that is a massive Heart of Winter. That's gonna hit like the entire army, instantly turning the situation around from something bad to something good. That's the way I do it. I'm gonna suck on Sukuna's finger again to get Katarin some more HP, and she should be okay here. They don't really have any mobility besides the Doom Whale, which obviously is not anti-large, so we should be good. Heart of Winter goes down. Wow, that damage is crazy. What the hell? Oh, that's not even modded, by the way. That's just base game. That's kind of crazy, Katarin. Katarin gets in, she gets active, starts whipping down the Doom Wheel. Some clan rats come over here, so we'll probably need to pull back. We definitely don't want to be fighting Tretch. Even if Tretch is a bit of a shitter, he is technically anti-large, so we're definitely going to be wanting to run away from my boy. Katarin's actually going to come back up to the front to meet with her front line, because while Tretch is still walking, Katarin can slow down the rest of the forces and just lead them in one rat at a time, shoot them up, and we should be good to win this battlefield. Hopefully, suck on Sukuna's finger again with Katarin, get more healing. Distract Tretch, Craven Tail. Really, we're just doing hit and run tactics with Katarin while the army just shoots up any stragglers that manage to make it past her. And we're going to get that battle. Honestly, again, easier than I expected. Kislev, if you know what you're doing, is not as hard as it once was. I'm definitely going to have to take the replenishment here, though, because we took a lot of hits there. So, that's pretty good. We did push them back, and now we're going in. Hopefully, we're going to attack the Howling Rock, Tower of Gorgoth. We'll have to see what happens. Now, there's a lot of stuff, but we get our first event for the Freaky Corruption. It looks like tzeentch has an offer for us because he's such a nice guy. Exhaustion seeps in to replace the fading adrenaline of battle. That was a big battle. How long can Kislev withstand against her endless enemies? During your contemplations, a lone figure emerges from the vestige of the snowstorm. You cast upon the battlefield. Yours is a terrible burden, almost stoic and mighty of queens. A mysterious cultist prostrates himself before you. I see visions of a doomed Kislev, but also of its salvation. My queen, let me share with you my gift. He extends his arms. Basically, he gives Malying some drip, this amulet, which happens to be bloom and have an eye on it. I'm sure that's not something I should keep my eyes open for, and I'm gonna take this kind gift given to Katarin. I'm sure there's not any tricky chaos god that would love to take advantage of this. You know, regardless of his motives, that vision of Kislev falling is too much for Katarin, and we're ultimately gonna take it. They get her dripped out, and we get our first little buffs of the campaign. So here's what we're gonna get for the first stage of corruption. -3 devotion all provinces, +6 local province though. Tzeentch corruption local province +3. Lore of ice spells cheaper, melee attack, melee defense. Okay, that's pretty scary. Devotion is a really important mechanic in this campaign, by the way.
Oh my god.
So bad. Oh. Lazy, you cooked, my brother. You cooked. Yeah, this new Katarin, I'm liking it. And believe me, it's gonna get a lot better when you get into the later stages. But for now, devotion's pretty important in the Kislev campaign, so getting a debuff to that, even if Katarin herself does get stronger, is a pretty big hit. But we're gonna continue pressing on, attack that straggler, Skaven little army. Auto-resolve that. Light work. We'll take the money because we need it. We're definitely going to need it. Kislev gets attacked by all sides, and we're going to need to pay our army somehow. But there's another little Chaos Dwarf army there on the side that appears. That was pretty dangerous. I didn't realize him there before, but we should be okay. Kislev, I finally will attack the Skaven in the north because, you know, I don't tolerate any Skaven because they left Hell Pit undefended, so I'm going to take it. I don't have any siege attackers, but it should be fine because I already checked that they weren't near us. And I got the Frozen Outpost. This allows me to get Ulrika Moldova. So we're going to get the first legendary hero of the campaign. Obviously, we're going to recruit Ulrika Moldova. She's a certified baddie, and I will not turn any baddies from my gates. I will put that in Katarin's army. It'll give her movement range, and she's just overall a good combatant. So I definitely appreciate it. We'll get rid of this normal Kossar. We don't need that. Put that in the army. Katarin's army is looking pretty good right now. But we get counterattacked by Clan Rictus, it seems. It seems like they were not taking that loss lightly. And they're building up their forces to attack me again. And wow, they have a lot. I killed like 2 armies of strong forces. And they already have, what is that, 3? 3 armies ready to go. Okay, I do have 2 Patriarchs recruited coming down to support Katarin's army as well. Give her more replenishment, give her more healing. So she doesn't have to keep on sucking on that finger. It's a little bit sus. Looks like Clan Molder 2 is getting active, pushing down on me. There's a lot of factors going on. Basically, rats in the north, red. Rats in the bottom, gray. We have to deal with both of them. Hell Pit counterattacks me, but bro, beta AI with higher IQ. No, I'm gonna auto-resolve that. I don't even lose anything. So I get Hell Pit on the same term. Really good boon for me. What's not a good boon is this army attacking me. Now, it does have a lot of laborers, but Katarin is already really low. And my forces are also all like half HP. So, but we should be okay. Katarin, you know, she's got a lot of that white sticky stuff. And it's pretty good at dealing with little laborers like this. So we're just going to summon it from the sky. Shoot them up, Reese's Puff, Kislev, yup, up. That's how it goes. Yeah, seems like it's fine. The armored Kossars are pretty thick. They're just like base armored Kossars, but put respect on their name. They're doing pretty good in this campaign. And we're ultimately able to win. They did have a train, but we just shot it up. Katarin is an expert in dealing with trains. But we're able to peel off that army pretty good. And that should be their main army. Okay, it's not. Okay, they have another one. When you beat one, there's always another army. And every time we have to fight. Let a brother take a break. We're going to lose some troops capturing the Tower of Gorgoth, but I'll just take it. I don't like fighting sieges. They're pretty lame, I'm not going to lie. I send a 1 Patriarch to the north as well to hopefully discover Boris before he dies. I don't have high hope for him because Boris is known to be a little bit of a sneaky head who dies in 3 seconds, but we'll see. I'm also going to bring this guy back down. We need to retake Prague because to get the Katarin to that max freak meter, we need to take Prague. I'm also going to recruit back in Kislev, a little landmark building, little nice. Seems like they are pulling back their forces to Prague to defend it. So I'm not sure if I'm really going to be able to take it. I'm just going to have to theory craft next round to see how much I'm going to take Prague from all those rats. Because my forces are split up while all of Throg's forces are in the same spot. It looks like, whoa, Wolfric's actually attacking Azazel. That's kind of rare. He's going to take his settlement. That's pretty good. Oh, I get besieged and attacked by... Bro, there's so much stuff happening. Let a brother take a break. Now, what you guys didn't see was me recruiting a Zargard building, which allows me to get the Golden Knight as well. Hopefully, this will help me. I thought it was going to go Katarin's army, but actually spawns in Kislev. So she will be a big help. So we got 1 legendary here in the south for the rats and 1 in the north. So my armies are pretty balanced, besides Katarin because she's pretty damn strong. But I like the balance, you know. Avatar Aang would be proud of me.
My name is Ong.
But wow, there again, just a lot of rats. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but for now, I just put them in ambush stance to hopefully wait till the rats make a mistake and I can pounce on them, ambush the ambushers. We're going to have to fight this battle. While there is a lot of troops, Katarin is quite jacked and she's got Sukana's fingers to blah, 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 and she gets a lot of HP back, so hopefully we'll be fine. Yeah, that's the hope at least. Blunderbusses are scary, but we do snipe the Lord pretty easily. Obviously, we got her spells. On the little Frostworm, she's pretty damn strong. So we're gonna hear me say it a lot, but the shooters gotta shoot, man. They just let it all out. They don't want to be pent up with all those archers, so pretty good. I'm just gonna cast that to finally finish that guy off. Custom leadership breaks because they do have labor, so their leadership is definitely gonna be lacking. Again, we just cast down the white stuff from the sky, put that on the blunderbusses. They have the most damage output on this battlefield, so we're definitely gonna need to take them out. Katarin and the cat always in the back line. Again, just distracting. We're trying to stagger the enemy forces so they can't all come in one big tide and just break through the front line and break our backside. I'm not about that life, okay? And we're ultimately able to get this one relatively easily despite it being a Pyrrhic victory. Again, you just got to know what you're doing and stagger them out. Beta AI, yeah, I don't know about that one. They still seem pretty brain-rotted, almost as brain-rotted as me. And we take the Tower of Gorgoth, and we get our next boon too. This time, it's another Orthodoxy boon. We're going to get one that gives me more campaign movement range, because campaign movement range is like just so good in this campaign. It's quite OP. It allows you to move forward, meaning you can run away from fights you don't want to take and get into fights you do want to take, giving you a lot more tactical prowess to do. It looks like the rats actually ended up retreating from Prague for some reason. I guess it's because I was in ambush stands, and it allows me to come over here, peel back another army, and I should be able to take Prague unless Thrag just has like a super thick army, and he doesn't. He left it like an idiot, and I took it. Again, I'm not sure if this AI is really any smarter. My IQ is 189 though, so maybe that's just me having that big brain. Yeah, we take Prague. That's a pretty good. I should be fine there. I don't think I'm going to get counterattacked. But we'll see what happens. I'm starting to get some Zargard too. I got that obviously earlier. So I'm going to get those higher tier troops. And with them, I should be able to peel back like infinite rats. I mean, if the armored Kossars took that long for the rats to deal with, I couldn't imagine Zargard. I mean, they're just not going to be able to deal with them. Unless they start getting those globes and flamethrowers and rattling guns and whatnot. But what is this? Oh, no. No. Okay. Alright. It looks like the rats are able to attack us. Okay. I got outplayed. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Rats. I'm sorry. Damn. It says Pyrrhic victory, but is it even a victory? I literally lose my entire army besides my lord. I don't consider that a victory. I'm gonna fight this. It is a settlement, so hopefully we can, you know, be a little bit of a rat ourselves and hiding up in a corner with some towers, but wow, this is gonna be scary. They have a lot of force, storm mermen and cannons. I instantly send out my lord into the back line. I'm gonna try to get whatever picks I can. Oh, wait. Wait. I outplayed them. Hold up. Because there was only one lord that they sent out, if I kill this lord, I'll technically win the battle if I kill it before the reinforcements to come in. I have to kill the summon too, but I already routed off the lord. So look at that. Bro.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Easy. LLL. Take the L. Stupid rat. Stupid AI. Easy light work. What losers, bro. Why was I even worried, bro? These guys suck. Bro, go do something with yourself, bro. Go do something. Wait. What? Huh? Are they re-attacking me? And why did they had another army?
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Bro, is the AI taking over, bro? Are they hearing me or some shiesty? Bro. Okay, so now there's another army when I was already not confident in dealing with the first force. Okay. We might be cooked, guys. We might be cooked. I'm not going to lie. But we do got that Golden Knight. We got the Patriarchs. Hey, maybe we got this. Again, hold up in the corner. And while they're holding up in the corner, I need to deal with this artillery or else it's just going to absolutely light up all my guys. You can see I've already taken tons of damage on my Kossars, like a bunch of that green stuff. Again, I don't know where that comes from, but it cannot be healthy. So I'm going to try to send in my lord and this really beat up Cav in the backline. Hopefully we can barely shut it down. It's definitely going to be sus, but we really don't have a choice here. So I'm running into that backline. They don't have anything protecting it because, again, the quote-unquote smart AI not so smart, huh? Oh, but I'm getting lit up. This is really bad. I probably should have taken them off of square formation here, because if you're in square formation, if artillery hits your center, boom, you're blown up and you're gone. Oh, we do peel it off, but a sneaky assassin starts poking down his booty, and he's getting munched up. We did take out the artillery though, so he did do his job, but I would not want to lose my lord in a battle that's already so far against me. And there's actually another artillery I have to deal with. Look, another one. Yes, another one. Okay, long day. We do manage to get this one as well, because we are on Cav. Well, Skaven obviously don't have any Cav, so I'm able to run over there, harass him. I don't really support harassing, but I do it against the Skaven. And we do bunch up the rats back up in the main fight. We're just gonna, again, summon that white stuff from the sky, bring it down on them. I don't know if it'll be enough, because there is a lot of rats. There's just a lot of storm vermin in here, and we don't really have any AP besides the towers. So it's pretty rough. My lord does manage to actually get through that. Now that he's done his activity, we can hopefully bring it back to our army with no problems. Provide leadership, provide the little pokey. And should be okay, you know, I don't know. Oh, we're just going to speed this up here, though. Again, it's just kind of a grind fight where they just keep coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop, don't stop.
They don't stop coming and 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 they don't stop coming.
We do manage to snipe in Throg, I feel like I want to mention here, but they don't stop, don't stop.
They don't stop coming and 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 they don't stop coming.
Oh my gosh, some of my patriarchs are getting really low here as well. It is definitely getting active. We do have a lot of armored Kossars, lots of juicy Kossars. But the rats, they just keep coming, bro. They won't stop. I can't even play it. I'm going insane. I summon more white sticky stuff. It doesn't let me get a big leadership break here. We actually do manage to kill Throt as well. I keep calling him Throt, but it's Throt. Yeah. But again, I killed one and there's like 10 more rats on the way. Is this lower accurate Skaven? This might be lower accurate Skaven because they is just infinite numbers. I put in my patriarchs to give more leadership to my Kossars so they can hold out to like literally the last man. We kill another lord with our triple hero squad in the Golden Knight. The Golden Knight, by the way, putting in absolute work. My queen. I wish we could see the face of the Golden Knight. You know, I'm just curious because she is a female. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the rats, we break them down, but they're just so many. We do have some maxed out towers here shooting down on them. I try to bunch the Skaven up, obviously bring them into a choke point. Kind of freaky, I know, but that's what you gotta do. And we just keep sending in those white balls onto their face, and they just keep taking them. They don't even care. They just like open wide, and they just inhale, and it goes away. I'm not sure. I'm just losing hope more this battle goes on. I don't know if I'm gonna be able. There's no like tactics I can play here. There's just too many troops. Too many troops. Too many troops. Even if I broke down all their artillery in the early game. I mean, it's Stormvermin with halberds, Stormvermin with shields. Long day for me. A lot of my archers too are starting to run out of ammo. And they patched that exploit where you're able to go on the little barricade thingies and get all your ammo back. They patched it. Good job. I'm glad they did that, but it's definitely not working out for me here. Again, but it's just a long day. And my hero squad too is also just really low. And we'll see what happens. Our front line collapses. Our heroes die. And it looks like the Skaven will take this one. Okay, I'm gonna have to get it back on these Skaven. I'm not quite as angry as like when the Tzeentch battle, because this one, understandable. You know, maybe I was a little aggressive. Slight error in judgment. But we did do a lot of damage. I mean, they just had so many troops. But I mean, you saw how much damage we did to the Skaven. We killed like, what is it, like 1,000 to 1 it felt like. For every one man, they lost like 100. I'll take those numbers. We lose that entire force. Golden Knight was immortal and that lord was kind of a loser. So I'm not the most distraught, but me, man. I mean, this campaign. Throt we killed, artillery's low, and they're really low. Hopefully Kostaltyn can come in for the RKO and finish them off. I'm also getting pretty close to actually being able to confederate Kostaltyn. I've been giving him the old rub and tug, so he's been pretty friendly with me. I'm gonna recruit another lord instantly. I'm summoning all of Kislev to get back at these rats. One in the north, one in the south. Katarin in the south. I'm gonna beat up some unrelated rats because I'm just a menace like that. Bye-bye, ratty boys. And we get rid of the ones that retook Howling Rock. Pretty good. Back in the north, though, more armies. More. Armored Kossars, Ikshinas. We want everything. All eyes on those rats. And I'll even request one of Kostaltyn's armies because I'll do it myself, Kostaltyn. This is a nice army. Brother already has Great Weapon Zargard. Dreltsi. Oh, these rats are done. Oh, yeah. This is a tiding for things to come, little rat man.
Yeah, you better win your fight because I'm coming on your ass, boy. I'm coming for that ass. What? Pause.
Wait. Anywho, yeah, I'm pushing up. I mean, look at the... Oh, bro, he literally awakened the hive swarm. We have so many troops for this, brother. You are not making it out, Throg. You better start praying for forgiveness, brother.
Did you pray today? No. Because if you did it, I'ma have to do town on some gangster shit.
We even get an interception here? Yeah, auto-resolve. That's the first back shot. Kostaltyn actually does manage to take Prague too. I mean, they were so low. This is your last mistake, little bro. Never disrespect Kislev, brody. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty fun, just like immediately summoning 20 trillion armies at this brother. I didn't even care if I went broke. You can see I'm in the red now. But listen, that brother needed to die. You cannot disrespect the king war god, or else you will perish and you will die. I promise you that much. Throt, he's scared. He's like back into this little corner. I can't reach him because there's a river there. But yeah, he's pretty much cooked now. My aura alone basically killed all of Clan Molder. That's aura, my little bro. I can't get to him though. So you know what? I go for the next best bit. Look at that. There's some juicy castors over there. Oh ho, Astrogoth. Did you think shit was sweet out here? It's not. Malachi, give me some money. And I'm about to put the hands on these brothers. So at least all these troops I recruited won't go to waste, or else, because if I don't get a battle right now, I'm gonna be broke, asking for change and doing something strange, and I'm not about that life. Declare war on them. Whoa! Also on Drazwith, that's who I'm declaring war on. So we'll attack them in the south. 2 Castdorfs. Man, I've attacked every single Castdorf on the map at this point. I must have it out for them. Gotrek, I hope you're watching. Attack this people. Pyrrhic victory. There's a lot of Castdorfs here. About 3 armies. Ooh-wee. There's some laborers and some hobgoblins, but we also got a thick, juicy stack ourselves, so we should be okay. And we're just gonna have to fight this one. It's gonna be a huge battle. Starting at the battlefield, we're gonna screen out with that Zarguard. We just want to get active with them. My Zarguard, even though they have AI cheats, should still outstat a bunch of lame-ass laborers and little basic Castdorf warriors. So I'm just going to push up on them, and then I'll get my archers 2 up there, focusing on any important targets like Baltorses, Lamassus, or guns, because they have the most damage output. Starting off here, the archers are actually getting some pretty good counter poking to me, and our left flank is already starting to collapse. I have to send in some desperate cav to try to hold them off for as long as I can, but there are just so many Castdorf forces. They're just pushing through me. Oh, it's a long day. It's been a long day. The Zargard frontline does seem to be winning, but they are taking a lot of damage, especially in those parts where they clearly have more force than me. I get some of the other lords too to start shooting at the lords he has to hopefully get those leadership breaks. We do have more reinforcements of our own. We take out some Baltorses on the side, so we've officially destroyed all of their reinforcements. So now I just need to get what I have up here to the front lines, and hopefully with those reinforcements I should be able to win this battlefield. Astrogoth too, we were able to poke down. He's kind of their last big man, but we should be getting this pretty good. I mean, Zarguard are good. Zarguard at only tier 3 is pretty ridiculous, to be honest, and I'm definitely going to be abusing that, because listen, if they get cheats, then I got beats, alright? And it looks like we're going to be able to win this battlefield. We get army losses on this big army. That was a pretty damn big one, but they cannot fight with me. We get that Pyrrhic victory. Nice. Taking out that entire Castdorf force. And that should cripple them. Should being the key word there. We'll just have to see. They have a lot of armies there. We'll just have to see what happens next turn. Past that turn. Clan Molder, Throt, what are you going to do? Okay. Buddy. Did you really think you're going to win that? I don't care about those. I was going to de-recruit this army anyways, or just basic costs are, so I'll auto-resolve that. And that's officially Clan Molder dealt with. Again, you mess with the meat, you get the... I don't know. Yeah, are they going to attack me? Yeah, okay. Looks like Astrogoth was not going to take that sitting down. He stood back up. But these armies are filled with mostly archers, so if I push them with the Zarguard, I should be able to zone them out. Hopefully, I also got replenishment rate. Again, another Pyrrhic victory. I'm a little doubtful, though, of the calculation they'd be making in the back end here. We'll fight it manually, though. We're kind of forced to. We end up just pushing back the archers. But this battle actually does end up being a lot harder than I expected, because the AI is able to, like, kite my Zarguard, shoot them with the archers, and then run away. So that was pretty annoying for me, and I was getting pretty frustrated at this point, so I kind of just crashed out and said, okay, everybody's going forward. I don't even care if we lose numbers. We're just going to take these guys out. Yeah, I'm a little sensitive, I'm not gonna lie. I need to do my exercises, breathe in and breathe out. But ultimately, they just don't have the forces to fight against me. What do they actually have to beat Zarguard? They don't have anything to beat Zarguard. And Ashinas do outrange their archers, and we're able to push them back in the backline. I do lose one Zarguard though for my carelessness. I try to pull him out and get him out the map. They had it out for that guy. Losing a Zarguard's pretty big. They take 2 turns to recruit, meaning any loss of a Zarguard is pretty big, because even just 1 turn, I'm right next to the red. I'll be going broke, and everything can cascade to an absolute doo-doo fest, so we win it, though. Light work, decisive victory, ain't no Pyrrhic victory. Gorbad was in there, too, by the way. He didn't, not Gorbad, Gorguts, but he was kind of a loser. He didn't do nothing. We pushed them back, and that must be all their main. There's no way Astrogoth has more than that, bro. Wolfric finally declares the war on me officially, even though I gave him the money. It wasn't enough. He said, brother, you're going down, and okay, come at me, little bro. Or at least come at Consultant. You can deal with him. I don't want to deal with you. You can deal with Consultant. He comes out with his armies over here from the Bay of Blades and the Tower of Crack. He did ultimately beat Azazel. Way too many armies. Every single AI has a certain number of like cheats they'll get depending on the campaign you play. And in Katarin's campaign, Wolfric gets a bunch. And also Astrogoth does as well. You can tell, like, how does he also have another army? I guess it was a bunch of the archer that ran away, but we just auto-resolve that one as well. I really don't want to deal with all that. So I'll send one army to the right to deal with him there, and another to the left to deal with the Norskins. Hopefully that's enough. I actually get a unique building here, a little hamlet. Immune to snow attrition to all armies is pretty OP, as well as plus armor and leadership against Chaos Dwarves, Norska, and Chaos Warriors, which, if you might be noticing, is what I'm fighting. Over here, back in the Badlands, we have the Desolation of Drakbor. If you notice, I actually de-recruited Katarin, because to get to the next freaky stage, which is always our goal here, we have to re-recruit Katarin and Kislev, and we'll get 3 unique events once we run Katarin through Kislev, Prague, and Erengrad, and that's how you get to that next freaky stage. Throg also declares war on me. He's beating up Malachi badly, but for some reason he doesn't take his final settlement. Again, I feel like the CA almost made the AI more stupid because they don't feel that smart. And we do get the first event here from Katarin. Basically, while she's in Kislev, she has a nightmare again of Kislev all falling, and she busts and a bunch of ice goes everywhere, breaking up the room, and Katarin is just really scared for what's going to happen, and she's willing to do whatever it takes for Kislev's prosperity. We continue pressing on the north though. Bye-bye. Over here in the Badlands, we actually come up from the south. So this good brother is getting attacked by a 3-pronged maneuver. One in the north, one in the middle, one in the bottom. This ain't even an Eiffel Tower no more. I call this one the merry-go-round. We get another boon here. We're just gonna get this. A little bit of extra money reduces the cost of building buildings, and hey, I like money. We get another unique building too. Apparently it gives me a unique trait. I'll try to recruit a lord there, but War God's luck is pretty unlucky. And ooh, that is a pretty strong Chaos Dwarf force. But we're able to auto-resolve it, so I'll take it. I don't know if I was going to be able to beat that one in melee, so I'm pretty happy with that auto-resolve. I feel like auto-resolve sometimes too generous, sometimes not. You know, it is what it is. Next turn we move on. Goramandi tribe tries to attack me, but before they can do that, we get our next event. Ungles. This is in Prague. I moved her up there. And basically, Kislev is divided between Ungles and the Jospodars. Ungles are basically like the people who were there before the Jospodars came and took over. They're kind of like more nomadic and tribal. She comes over there and asks for the Ungle support. And they're not too friendly. They start talking smack to my girl. But she puts them in the place. Hits them with a sticky white right to the face. Bang, bang, bang. And she tells them, you better put some respect in my name before I put something in you. And that's enough for them to be like, okay, respect you. And they give us some support. So respect to the Ungle people. And that's going to make our Kossars just a little bit cheaper. Because basically Kossars, Kislevite warriors, basically all the low tier stuff is pretty much an Ungle. And that's going to reduce the upkeep because we discipline them with Katarin's meaty hand. Finally a bad auto resolve. And I don't have any artillery siege hacker, so I'm able to just attack them. But again, what is the AI doing? They counterattack me on the next turn, meaning that I get the settlement for free. Like, what is happening? Is something wrong with your brain? We're starting to get Ice Guard too. We recruited that. So now Katarin's going to get her super stack of Ice Guard. And we can start beating some of these freaky quest battles to hopefully get her nice and strong Ice Guard Glaives, Ice Guard Melee. I want to get both of them, so we're kind of varied. We do get discovered by Wolfric, but again, why do you attack 2 armies, bro? Like, what are you doing? I did set it up with an ambush, but still, I don't know, bro. But we're clapping them. We're just giving that. And we get our third and final event. After this, we're going to be moving on to that next freaky stage. But I'll tell you exactly what happens. Katarin, she saw that we're kind of broke right now, and she needed that money. So she went to this Streltsiev guy, who is pretty rich in Kislev. So she talks to him and he's like, buddy, I need that money. Kislev is lacking and I need your money. And he starts disrespecting Katarin, but Katarin swiftly gives him that 1-2 combo. And she tells him, you better give me that money right now before you find out who Consequences is. Because let me tell you, once you find out who Consequences is, you'll never forget it. And he didn't want that, so he gives Katarin some extra money. I go to check my Orthodoxy and Ice Core ratings, but it looks like we're actually way out of whack right now, and we get minus devotion for all provinces minus leadership on all my armies. So things are pretty bad. I'm gonna need to get some more ice court favor, or else things are gonna spiral out of control with kislev. I already have 2 minus devotion debuffs, so things can cascade really badly if I don't get that in check. I start recruiting some hag witches too. Hopefully just give me more mages in my armies. Give me a little bit more oomph. Hag witches are pretty good, especially the lore of hags. There's a healing spell in there if you overcast cauldron, so that can be pretty good. Give me some more longevity. As Wolfric from the north continues to try to press on Kostaltin, I do not want Wolfric taking Prague. If he takes Prague, it's going to take me years to get that back up to a high level. So I'm going to need to make sure I actually deal with that. Throg also attacks one of my settlements, the Lair of the Troll King. I guess that kind of makes sense. He wanted that back. But again, why are you doing this in front of 2 juicy armies? If you would have taken that settlement, I would have lost my replenishment rate. And I don't understand. Honestly, I don't understand. Here we go. Here's that freaky event I was talking about. I'll tell you about it. Katarin's mindset starts to change. As this blue man speaks to her, she starts to think, maybe I need to change my approach. Maybe I need to be even more aggressive. These little rats keep disrespecting me, and I do not want Kislev to fall. She has another terrible nightmare, and Kislev completely falls. She's soaked in blood, and everything is on fire. And so she goes to the blue man, who comes to her in her quarters. Nothing strange happens, trust me. And Katarin immediately, she opens her mind, she opens her eyes to maybe accepting more gifts from the blue man. He must be a kind man. Katarin starts to get dripped out, looking even badder. More drippy, more thicky. That's the way I like it. You're a good man, Mr. Blue Man. You can see we opened the Eye of Seeing, and basically all we got before was even enhanced. More devotion loss, but we do get more reduction to our spells, so just everything we got before, even more now. But we do get one major thing, which is the Aura of Ice. So it's basically a Mortis engine, but the Mortis engine attacks both my allies and the enemies. So if Katarin is near her forces, cooked. It's gonna do just as much to the enemies. So I'm gonna have to play her tactically now, which I kind of was doing it before, so it kind of worked out for me. Pretty good. You can see Katarin too is finally starting to get those Ice God in her armies, making her a lot more stronger and more confident for me to just run into whatever I want. Throg, again, I don't know what he thought was going to happen, camping in front of 2 big blue armies, but you got that BBC backshot. Sorry, bro. You did. And yeah, he's cooked now. He got that Eiffel Tower maneuver. Bye-bye. Anywho, we do actually retreat back here and get some replenishment with both of our armies. And we actually go and we confederate Kostaltin. Now, I did not want to confederate with him, but because of Wolfric about to take Irongrad, I did not want to take the risk of losing a tier 4 settlement because the AI being stupid. So even though I would lose way more by confederating with him, because 1, I'll get less orthodoxy gain. B, Prague, which he owns right now, he was upgrading it to tier 3. I'm not going to get that, and I'm going to have to upgrade it myself, but it's ultimately worth it for me, and I get all of Kostaltin's forces, and this immediately jacks me up. I'm turned instantly broke, but I do get a lot stronger. And Kostaltin's army, by the way, how is the AI affording all this? Zargard's just out the wazoos. Great weapon Zargard, Kossars, armored Kossars, he just has like everything. By the way, I'm getting more of these ice buildings here to get more ice court support. This is what I'm going to do to try to balance me out here now that we confederate Kostaltin. Hopefully this will be enough so I don't keep getting those leadership penalties and public order penalties, because that's pretty rough. And again, Katarin already gets her next event here. She went back to Kislev to pick up the Ice Guard, so she gets another event. And it is the something a little bit weird. In this next event back in Kislev, she still needs more money. So she goes around the boyars, and her little amulet reveals a vision to her. There's a boyar called Georgi, and Georgi, apparently on the surface, he's not a very rich man, but beneath the surface, Georgi gets up to some freaky activities, where they do the chitty chitty bang bang, and they get a lot of money. And he's been hiding that from the courts, and Katarin is pissed. So she goes to Georgi and tells him, all that stuff you're doing, I'm taking it. And she takes over the industry of doing chitty chitty bang bang to give Kislev more money. And she also recruits this man, puts him on a leash, and tells him, you better obey, or you already know what happens. You're going to be introduced to the consequences. And I assure you, you do not want to meet consequences. So ultimately, we recruit him one step closer to being safe from its inevitable ruin. Back in Edingrad, we actually do auto-resolve that army off, so we're able to keep it safe because I confederated Kostaltin. So I'm definitely not unhappy with my decision. There's no point in taking a big risk as that, losing a tier 4 settlement just for some like marginal rewards. It's definitely something I was worth doing. And now that Kostaltin has a super strong army, he can fight off any other Wolfric invasions that come to try to attack him. I'm also going to get some super elite cav Griffin Legion. Really good here. I can use them to get in those back lines, do the hammer and anvil, do all the freaky stuff, all the cool stuff, and get them down. Also, Boyar's got a new skill rework in the tree. We got one Bulwark, which is basically melee defense in an AoE, Avalanche Rider, which will give a glorious charge, but I think Hellstorm Strike is the best. It gives him more splash attack damage and gives him a special ability that's basically a breath attack. That's pretty cool. Also, Elspeth here, we got to get an ally with her. Let me see what I can do with her. Ironclaw Orcs. I would join war with them, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty strong, so I don't really want to fight them yet. But Elspeth, we're homies, right? Come on, girl, we gotta get that girl boss power, right? So yeah, I'm trying to ally with her, keep my Ice Guard stack nice and strong. Wolfric comes and he barely dodges Kostaltin ambush. Pretty unlucky for me, and he does end up taking one of my settlements. But again, for some, I just seems to be like deathly opposed to actually capturing my settlements. They just sacked them. And now they're all sorts of out of whack. So now hopefully Kostaltin could just go bing, 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 bing. And get all these 3 armies in a line. So ambushing pretty OP in this game. I hope should be fine. They got outsmarted by Kostaltin. That big forehead clearly does lead to increased intelligence. Throg wants a peace treaty. Hell no. You're cooked, little bro. It looks like he's in the north here. He does have another full stack, but again, I have that double army that's already taken out Throg. This army is pretty strong, but again, why are you attacking me, bro? Like, I really don't understand why they keep attacking me. Like, literally Moss to the Flame. This is legendary, very hard. Moth to the Flame, stupid monkey brain, Norskins, low IQ. I don't even know what's wrong with them. I'm just gonna auto-resolve them and kill them like I've done for every single other one. We do take some losses there, but I was just like, me. I didn't really want to fight that, to be honest. So, meh. You know, if you fought every battle, you do better, but it takes way more time. And we get our next little event here. She's back in Prague, I believe, and Katarin moves back to Prague where she gets her next event. And in this event, basically, there's the Orthodoxy. Katarin's trying to take it over. She needs unity in Kislev. So she goes to this guy, Bishop Denali, and she says, Bishop Denali, I want you to betray Kostaltin and make him lose his power so that I can take over the Orthodoxy. Now, as she does this, Katarin notices something bubblegum pink. And when she asks what color it is, he gets instantly really angry and he reveals himself as a Slaanesh demon. Immediately, Katarin, she gets that work in, beats him up, puts him in the corner, and she tells him, okay, I don't even care that you're a fucking bubblegum pink demon of Slaanesh. As long as you obey me for the prosperity of Kislev, I will allow you to continue here, but you need to make sure you drag down Kostaltin from his position so that I become the only leader of Kislev, and nothing weird happens after that with his bubblegum pink self. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. Now, by taking the hand of this bubblegum pink man, I will get Slaanesh corruption in all provinces, but honestly, that's ultimately the goal anyways. Hey, no one said this was wholesome Kislev, this is freaky Kislev, alright? So, it should be fine. And now we're going to send Katarin over to Edingrad to get that final event and move on to an even more freaky stage. And that next stage is when things get really weird and we're going to have to bring out a lot of the funny haha blockers. Anywho, Katarin, she's on her ice sled now too, by the way, if you noticed. This thing is pretty damn jacked. And I'm getting her some heroes, witches, and ice bitches. So things are pretty good. Yogani Dagrabra is also getting ready to attack Archeon in the north. I need to deal with him now, because if I let him cascade and get stronger, he's going to be a lot... Because if I let him build up his forces, I don't want the end times to repeat itself, and he's definitely going to be breathing down my neck. So I'm going to attack him first before he even gets an opportunity. Whoa. I seems like Meow Meow is having some corruption in her own right. Right now, I'm not the strongest. I'm not even the second strongest, but we're working our way up the rankings there. We are also really broke though, so I'm going to get my admins, look them over, and make sure that just everything is good. You can move the admins to different settlements depending on what you need. So I move an admin to give that settlement more reinforcement because there was a rebellion, and also give it more leadership. Kostaltin goes and presses on Castle Alexandrov, and takes that. It has a unique building allowing me to recruit Sargard and Griffin Legion, so I'm definitely going to want that. Back to Katarin's army though. I put back the Ice Witch in the army, and if you notice, she has a new unit. These are something called the Tempest of the Handmaiden. So because she's reached the freaky stage, I believe we're in stage 2 or 3 now, we're able to click this button here, and when you click that, it transfers them into the Tempest of the Handmaiden, which is essentially an AP Ice Guard. So it's pretty much an upgrade, but it loses Frostbite. So you have to weigh the pros and cons of having Frostbite and having majority AP. Now, every time I click that button, it can potentially turn them into a spawn or a Forsaken. So it's really risky for me to click that on the super high elite tier Ice Guard. So I'm only going to get a few of them for now, because I don't want to accidentally cascade and just lose everything. And I do get another freaky event. This one is kind of similar to one before. Basically, that same game, Straladov. I don't really know how to explain what happens here, but basically, Straladov is like Conquest, and he's really lonely. And Katarin, she plays chicken with him, and he loses. And when he loses the game of chicken, he's so thankful for Katarin for playing that game with him, because he's played these games before. He gives her a bunch of money. And you're just gonna have to trust me that that's all that happens. There's nothing about popsicles. Nothing strange for some change. You know, I appreciate any support, even if maybe some weird stuff happens to get it. But we also get a new technology here that's gonna give melee damage reflection to all my Ice Guard and armor. Pretty dang strong. That means if anybody goes into melee with this big Ice Guard stack, they're gonna take damage back onto themselves. He also provides 360 missile resistance for all her units, like the missile block chance, not just missile resistance. So they're pretty strong, and I'm gonna send her to Tower of Crack. There is an army there, but I'm confident enough we can win that one. We get another boon here. Again, this one is really good, by the way. It gives you leadership. It gives you population and money for all settlements around other settlements, so it can cascade pretty fast. Archeon Chan, we finally do attack him with our 2 armies. We're able to auto-resolve it though, for some reason. Again, I do not think I would win this at all, by the way, without auto-resolve. I even double-checked, by the way, because I was so flabbergasted. I said, are we sure we're looking at the same battlefield? Legendary very hard. And yes, we are. For some reason, the AI thinks I can beat this battle with losing only 1 troop. I assure you, I probably could have won, but I would have taken way more damage than that. But hey, game is game, buddy. And it looks like Wolfric 2 also is going to fight Zeddy in Katarin's army. He saw me in Force March. I actually did do that on purpose to lure him in. Now, maybe it wasn't my smartest plan, because now we're in a Pyrrhic victory and we could potentially lose. But I'm going to fight this one in melee, and I think we'll be okay here. They have some good troops, some Famir, some Trolls, some little Marauder, great weapon boys, but come on, juicy. I'll also show you how the Tempest of the Handmaidens look, because they are a really high quality model for something that is just a mod. Yeah, they're pretty dang bad. By the way, if you notice their unit card and you see they don't have a name, it's because the mod maker is Chinese. And I didn't install things correctly at the start, so all the names were blank. But eventually I do fix it, but my social credit score just goes down every time. I need to learn up on Mandarin Cantonese, but goddamn, these ladies they look good. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They look good. These are the normal Ice Guard for comparison. The little Norskin monkeys are attacking me, but you know, I'm an expert at dealing with monkeys, so I just shoot them up with a bunch of archer arrows, and they get pelted down pretty easily. I mean, why are you sending in a skirmish cav against 20 Ice Guard? I don't know. I'll speed this up there though, because it looks like they're coming in a little slow. They kind of come in staggered, even though I didn't even try to stagger them. They just did it. But they just get, oh man, it's like lasers, bro. Laser them. Bing, 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 bzz, 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 bzz. Yeah, they're not able to do much, and we literally just laser them down. That might be a crime in more ways than one. Like, that was pretty ridiculous, so...
I'm in this with a red, everybody knows. I played these games before, I scream freeze and they froze. I don't know nothing about no prize, I'm not sold. 40-something billion, one or so, I've been told. I won in season 1, the battle, not the war. I played the front man and I'm coming back for more. I went from horse baiting straight up to tug of war. Almost died, but trust I'm ready for last road. Whoa, this is how the squid games go. Whoa, I guess this is how the squid games go.
Bye-bye, Norskin monkeys. Go back up, go eat a banana. Yeah, I don't know what to say. But that was pretty easy. We break them down, and we're able to push back up into the north. And that was pretty much the last big invasion I think they were going to do. They might get another one to slip in my backline. They are quite good at that, but we do have the Sultan also pressing on, along with these 2 armies here. Wolfric attacks them, so no, they did have another army. Close victory. Again, something I'm not sure I'd actually be able to beat. But again, I double check here, because I'm just like, what are these auto-resolves? Marauder great weapons like the champions against some basic armored Kulsar. The only good thing I have here is a Boyar's Streltsy, But again, I'll take the auto resolve if you're gonna give me this against mammoths, ice trolls, skin wolves, wolfric. I don't even know, but I do retreat because I think I can escape from it. But ultimately, he just attacks my other army, and I get even less losses this time from a worse army. I don't understand. A beta patch AI improvement might stand for beta AI patch stupid increased. I don't know. I'm just yapping. But we do get our final freaky event. This is when things get really into that bubblegum pink stage, if you know what I mean. So there's the blue guy, and then there's Bishop Denatali, which is a pink guy.
Hello.
And basically the pink guy and the blue guy are offering Meow Meow some gifts, and Meow Meow is receiving the gifts because they're just such kind people. One gift is blue, one gift is pink, because Meow Meow, she was struggling. She kept having these nightmarish visions, and she didn't know what to do, and she would do whatever it took to gain more power, because that's just how much she loves Kislev. Such a kind lady. And the blue guy and the pink guy are so kind. They even showed her to Paris, and they showed her the Eiffel Tower. It was a really wholesome scene. And ultimately, she absorbs both of their powers that they give her, of the blue and the pink. And now Katarin is a lot stronger than she was before. And hopefully this will be enough to fully save Kislev from its impending doom. I'm liking this new Katarin. She's pretty strong. We continue pressing on the Norskins. Somehow they have a whole other army. That garrison was really strong, but we do manage to take it out. Light work. Back up in the north, we're going to continue pressing on Archeon's land. We don't want him to be able to re-recruit Archeon because he himself is really the danger of this faction. We actually get ambushed almost, but luckily it doesn't go through, and we're able to just attack this army and break it down. Bye-bye. I don't know why, I don't know why they pushed up there. What do you think was going to happen? Back in Norska, I make the biggest mistake yet, and that's attacking Malachi Makaisen. Oh my god, declare war on him. And I instantly lose all my reliability. Okay, so the reason why I attacked him, because I may or may not have gotten greedy for his final settlement, because I saw it was so low on troops. So there's diamonds in Karak Drak. Oh, we got attacked here. But basically, there's diamonds in Karak Drak that would help out all my ice guard stacks. So I kind of got thirsty for them and attacked it. It was definitely stupid, but whatever. And now he's counterattacking us with this huge stack of short little bricked up men. But I should be fine to deal with them. Listen, I got the Hag Witch. She's casting out all those spells, hitting up with the blue thing. And I also got my cab in the back line, killing the artillery, because again, the AI doesn't know how to protect that. Not very smart of them. I cast a huge spell here, slowing down the already slow dwarves. Hopefully it'll just allow me to just break them down. At this point, I was pretty confident until, holy sh... What is this? Oh, I completely forgot. He gets a free blimp, and he just tears through that front line. This little basic spear guys against this. Oh my god, flamethrowers, bombs, everything. Okay, it's going pretty bad. Everybody, shoot at that man right now. If we don't take out the Thunder Barge now, we are not making it out. Yeah, wow. Okay, things got dangerous really fast. I was confident. Now I'm not so confident. I still have a lot of magic to cast on the little Hag Witch, but oh my god. Bro, leave me alone. Okay, he flies away. I guess he listened, a nice respectful thing. But we've taken heavy losses in our front line. Things can get rough if the dwarves start to push through. But I do manage to slip a lot of cav in the back line, breaking down all their archers. And it ultimately means we're able to get a relatively safe victory. If that Thunder Barge didn't fly away there, I can almost promise you we would have lost this battlefield. But luckily, we're able to get it just barely. And we're able to take that. That's pretty much all of Malachi Makaisen's forces. And this is his final settlement, so we take it. But the fallout from declaring war on him is not over yet. I can promise you that much. I do start to get another boon here to buff my Ice Guard even further. It just makes the Ice Guard AP values even more AP centric. And gives them just more damage overall. So that's pretty good. It's allowing Katarin's stack to be something where I can throw it into like a 4 stack and deal with anything, especially when the endgame crisis hits. And you can see from unlocking the further stages, we get freaky buildings. You get one here, Slaanesh corruption, tzeentch corruption for all provinces. One that allows you to recruit the Tempest to Ice Guard. And one that's just kind of like the bear one, but I guess freaky. I don't really know what the deal with that one is. But you can see in the north here, we have a lot of new unique stuff. We got minus upkeep for tzeentch units, like basically the new Ice Guard. We also have the tzeentch corruption for all our provinces. So there's a lot of stuff that's getting changed from a normal Kislev campaign. And it's pretty fun, honestly. I was loving playing this campaign, even though I had that earlier crash out, but hey, things are okay. We get attacked by this hyper elite demon army, but again, we're just able to auto-resolve it for free. The AI, I don't know if it just loves me or something, but yeah, I mean, but we get that one done. If we had to fight that one, we would have won it as well, because they're all light armor demons, but it would have been scary. We are really pushing at the Norsk at this point too. You can see Kostaltin and Katarin's army here. Both of them are super, super strong. Katarin has a plan as well. I'm trying to get the Sigvald at this point. I'm pushing north, so I just let Katarin take... I let Kostaltin take the settlement so Katarin can just run straight through it. I want to get the Sigvald as quick as I can to get to that next stage, because once you get to the higher stage of Freak, things get active and very fun, so I'm excited to get to those. But for now, we're just going to have to continue just pressing down Norska, pressing down all our oppressions, because we do not stand to be oppressed. We get attacked by a very strong demon army. Again, why am I getting these auto resolves? I kind of apologize, because I probably should fight these manually, you know, for the sake of the content. But I'm not trying to sell you guys no false, like, pretenses. This is me playing at basically max capacity with these mods. Oh, Grimgor declares war on me. This is one of the first things that happens because of Malachi. Because of my low reliability rating. First, Grimgor attacks me. Then, Throg attacks one of my settlements. Takes that. And then on top of that, things are just going bad. Things are just going bad. And the demons from the north are attacking me. So we're getting attacked by all sides at this point. There's not really a safe point. I thought I was going to be able to consolidate, but I was not able to consolidate. But I decided to get my get back on the Crystal Cloak battle because I needed some money. I was going pretty broke. And oh my god. Oh my god. I need this get back. I'm not going to lie. It's been a long time since I was so angry at a Warhammer match, but hey. We're back here, and I'm getting it back in blood. I have no sympathy for this dirty tzeentch army. I will destroy you. They're attacking us in the cutscene again, but for some reason this time they don't shoot the flamethrowers at us. I just feel like I got super unlucky that other time. But they're coming into Ice Guard, which are anti-large and magic attacks, so the demons are not going to do much. And I'm pretty confident I was able to just stomp their shit in. Oh my gosh, oh man. I was angry, but the Ice Guard, I just make them all stop moving and just immediately get them to start shooting. Because if they start getting big shots into the Ice Guard, I still can lose this battlefield. I cast a big Heart of Winter where they start to blob up my Ice Guard. Katarin goes into the back line, shows screen out for the Flamers while the Ice Guard deal with pretty much everything else. No Cossars to get shot down this time, just Ice Guard, which are super hybrid. Turn them all around to attack the other side as we deal with the first side. And things are going way better this time than they did last time. Each one of these Ice Guard have been buffed to the extreme, so it's making this battle honestly pretty trivial. We get a nasty flame volley in Katarin's face, but she kind of likes it. Maybe the slaanesh hold is getting a little bit too far. Sucks on Sukuna's finger, gets that HP back. We are still taking definitely a lot of damage because there's just a lot of force that attacks you here in an ambush. But we're also doing a lot of damage back to them, and they're quickly reaching that point where they just don't have that oomph to get through just the mass amounts of laser fire from my archers. Katarin runs through the back line of their pink and blue horrors, and things are going pretty good for us. Summon out my cat too to just distract the back line. And yeah, this battle went from something that was super hard where I lost and crashed out to something that was easy. Maybe, you know, unjustified crash out earlier, but you know, I think it was justified. But we're able to take out the tzeentch army pretty easily. Get wrecked, loser. Take that fat L. Hold it, bend down, and take out those tzeentch losers, bro. I mean, goddamn. Imagine dealing with tzeentch, bro. They're so lame, bro. I would never deal with tzeentch. Anywho, Katarin's gonna keep pressing on the north. Again, I'm trying to get to Sigvald. But before I get to him, I realized I don't actually need to get to Sigvald. So what you need to do to get to the next stage is basically lose a battle against Slaanesh. And I realized the battle against Gotrek and Felix, that's a Slaanesh battle. So I can just fight this and then immediately leave. I'll even get some health back. And there we go. So crushing defeat, sure. But look, I do lose 2 Ice Guards, which to be honest, I wasn't expecting. But hey, and I get the next stage, look at that. Defeat and a bargain. Okay. After losing the Slaanesh battle, they're actually really kind. And they say, you know what, Katarin? Even though you lost and attacked us, we are going to give you a reward. Here is this collar. And this collar will give you magical powers on top of the amulet you already have. So you will have a super powerful amulet from both Blue Man and from the Pink Man, Slaanesh. And Katarin thinks it over and she's like, you know what? I'll take it. To save Kislev, I'll take it. She puts on the collar, and once she puts on the collar, she starts to change in a lot of ways. She gets smarter in some ways. She gets a little bit different in some ways. but she's not the Katarin we once knew. But she still does want to save Kislev for sure. She starts gaming a lot, playing some Warhammer of her own, and she starts sweating so much from all this gaming she's doing. She must be playing on Legendary very hard, just like me, you know. I feel you, Katarin. It gets really tough out in these streets. But eventually, she stops gaming, and she gets covered in the magic of Slaanesh, and she gains a lot of power. Good job, Katarin. We're going to save Kislev. They will not be taking us today. And we are going to get to the maximum freak stage. Freaky, but free. That's the way we live over here in Kislev. And with that, we get all new buffs. We get plus 20 diplomatic relations with Slaaneshi factions and all the previous ones we had, but as well as also doing Slaanesh corruption and ward save. And we also get something called the Mantle Winter. You might notice they're kind of similar to what happened to Miao Ying, but a little bit different because we also have tzeentch on us as well. So we got a tzeentch gift and a Slaanesh gift, 2 gods at the same time. Katarin can take it. And we have the Mantle of Winter as well, which is like what we had before where allies and enemies will both be damaged. But, oh, I think it's actually the same thing, but it just lost the speed, but it increased the Mortis engine. So it no longer reduces the speed, but the Mortis engine damage went up. And, oh, the new Katarin model is so good. Listen, I didn't know that they revived Da Vinci to make this model, but it slaps, let me tell you. I'm not sure how much you actually see, but basically, she has the collar, she's got the amulet, and she's very drippy and powerful. She got that fur on her, that fur coat. But this is where I'm going to be ending the first part of this. I know I'm giving you a little bit of the blue ball myself here, but listen, we are playing Freaky campaign as well, powered by tzeentch, so it kind of makes sense. I'd like to do part 2. I probably will do part 2. We'll see how it goes. I still have to make the Slaanesh part 2. There's also a Marathi version of this mod I can play. These is just like a lot of work to edit and like cut down like 16 hours of footage to get all the best parts for you guys. But first, please subscribe. Please like. If we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a special reward for you guys. Well, I'll be dropping the sauce, and I'll be explaining to how you too can have a freaky mod, and I'll show you what it really means, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, so please subscribe, please like, it really helps out the channel, makes me feel great. And if you even got to this far, appreciate it. I really do read every single comment. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you thought my jokes were funny. We did get pretty freaky at the end there, let me tell you. But things get really strange in the next parts. These mods, by the way, ramp up heavily in the late game. The early games are basically nothing, but the late game for these mods are literally insane. I don't even know how I'm going to do them, but I'll figure out a way. But if you want to see that, again, please support. Love you guys. See y'all next time. I love Katarin so much. Please see Add a Katarin bikini skin. Peace out. Bye-bye.